Hi, today I would like to tell you about an influential teacher in my life. So I'm grateful enough to have so many great teachers throughout my education, but today I want to tell you about this amazing teacher who was actually a teacher in a culinary school that I went to when I was 15 years old. So when I was 12, I had this wildest dream of becoming a professional chef. So I literally begged my parents to send me to a culinary school, and they said yes. And finally, I ended up enrolling in a culinary arts program in Switzerland, where I met this amazing Vietnamese teacher to my surprise. His name is Tien, and he taught us mostly traditional Western dessert. He himself was a celebrity chef in Switzerland as he owned two five-star restaurants. For that reason, he was quite intimidating at times, but he was the teacher that I admire most for many reasons. But the thing that I admire most from him was that he wasn't afraid of showing the Vietnamese origin on the plate. And for me, as a Vietnamese person living in a strange land, when I was only about 14 or 15 years old, that was probably the biggest motivation. He did mainly traditional, authentic Western dishes extremely well, but sometimes he introduced to us strange ingredients, sometimes from Vietnam, to spice things up a little bit in original recipe of Western countries, and that was really exciting. The best time was probably when he introduced to us the Vietnamese basil using a smoking gun to create an exotic fragrance for a dessert, and that was a mind-blowing combination. And it was a big inspiration for me, a Vietnamese person in his class. Honestly, I wasn't very talented in comparison with many of my peers who were honestly prodigies in cooking. But thanks to him, I grew to love Vietnamese cooking even more, and cooking became something very meaningful to me. It is not only a passion, it is also an identity of myself, and it is a voice for my homeland on the dishes that I cooked. So Mr. Tien was probably one of the most influential teachers in my life. I didn't really have the opportunities to pursue a career of becoming a professional chef in the future, but I still love cooking as a lifelong passion and as a part of my personality. Thank you.
Excel English. A real passion for learning.